Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Elise Mateo, Paul Sweeney, we're live here in our Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio, streaming live on YouTube. As Jonas is reporting, we've got green on the screen here. Let's take a look at some individual stocks here. I'm Paul Sweeney with Elise Mateo. We're joined by Bloomberg's Christine Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at today?
Well, Paul, let's take a look at Microsoft. Ticker MSFT. We're not actually seeing big moves this morning. Shares are up 0.3%, reversing some of those earlier losses. But we did get big news about the company because we did see Microsoft warning that hackers are actively targeting customers of its document management software called SharePoint. And security researchers are flagging the risk of widespread breaches around the world. So apparently the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Warning on Sunday that the vulnerabilities in the software have allowed hackers to access file systems and execute code. Microsoft said over the weekend that it had released a new patch for customers to apply to their SharePoint servers, but they are still working out to roll out others to address ongoing security flaws.
If Microsoft's at risk, what's that mean for the rest of us? With our little passwords and maybe a fingerprint here or there.
I know. And there's so many different passwords, trying to remember all of them at the same time.
It is. I mean, again, I think cybersecurity is the growth business for the next 50 years. I mean, every day it seems like that risk is out there. All right, what else you got for us?
Looking at Equinix today as well, Paul, ticker EQIX. So that stock doing well today, up 2%. So just bearing some of those opening gains that we saw, but still going strong. It's a data center operator, and they're getting a boost because Elliott Investment Management apparently built up its stake in a company. That is according to people with knowledge of the matter. And Elliott is now one of the company's top 10 investors. It owns about 0.2% of the company and is pushing it to take steps to boost its share price. So remember, Equinix market value around $76 billion. It has fallen more than 16% this year. Last month, it suffered its worst one-day drop since March 2020 because the company revealed higher than expected capital expenditure at an analyst day. So CapEx, that's really a big sticking point for a lot of these AI-related stocks, right? And so if Elliott is getting involved in pushing the company to really improve its books, then you would expect them to focus on that.
But this is a REIT that focuses on data center stuff. So generally speaking, it's a part of the REIT business that people like, all the tech stuff and the data
definitely a hot
centers
business
and all
at
that
the
kind of
moment.
stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, it's funny. She said, I was like, Equinox, the gym? No,
it's Equinix.
Equinix.
So I went to
difference?
BICO to see which Bloomberg Intelligence analyst covers it. It's Jeff Langbaum, our REIT guy. And, he likes the business, but obviously there's been some missteps there. So, all right.
Got to go to the last one.
Domino's.
Yeah, but their shares are lower. They had some pretty good results, though.
Yeah, exactly, Lisa. So earlier it was up, but now shares are down 2%. I mean, the kicker there is really comp sales growth, right? That's what analysts liked earlier on in the session. That came to 3.4% versus an estimate of just over 2%. Bernstein analysts saying that their stronger than expected second quarter results suggest a strategy centered around innovation, which is primarily their stuffed crust. And convenience could offset more than general consumer softness. But that consumer softness still very much a part of their analyst call. They did say that second quarter results continue to be hurt by a challenging macro backdrop. But that stuffed crust really driving market share catalyst, apparently.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I'm not a big of the stuffed crust. Too much dough for me. I don't know.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.